guys, welcome to another one of my reviews. This time I'm going to be looking at the 808 and number 12 HD car key spy camera, key ring camera thing. So it arrived today after about 2 weeks from Hong Kong, and unlike the others, this actually came in a rather shiny box. So let's sort of just give you a close-up here. If my camera will ever focus, hopefully you can read it. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, it records in various different resolutions from 640 by 480 up to 720, and the sort of semi-English on there. We also have the various European standard markings to sort of say it won't blow your hand off or anything. Pretty much the same information that we had on the front just like a moment ago. There's nothing really there we didn't read a second ago. And oh yes, and then up here it says records at 30 frames per second, just like the old one, which is what you'd expect really. Then again onto the back, what do we have? Oh, we have a few more specifications, just sort of the things it can do and whatnot. I'll just give you a brief moment to read all of that. Okay, I think that's enough time. Now let's open it up and have a look and see what we have inside. Okay, so firstly we'll have a look at what else is in the box. Come to the camera last. So we have our half English and full Chinese instructions. They're always very long. I don't know if this will actually fit on the camera. There we go, lots of instructions there. That sort of makes sense. And a business card from the guy I bought it from off of eBay, again in sort of half English. The English there isn't too bad. Oh, here it is. Leave me a positive feedback. I will leave him a positive feedback. And then we have a cardboard thingy. Let's take that out. And here we have it looks like a shaver socket to a USB charger for recording in the bathroom, which is what this camera is mainly designed for, if you know what I mean. A key ring jobby for attaching it to your keys, and a micro USB to standard USB / component, because apparently this can be hooked up directly to a TV. So something just I will test out in a later video. So here we have it, the number 12 itself. Let's get the number 11 so you can just sort of see it in comparison. It kind of looks like a sort of more shorter, fatter version, which I don't really like, because it reminds me of me, basically. Let's have a look at the side. You might not be able to see it there, but it is a little bit thicker, and as I said, it is generally a bit shorter and a bit fatter. Now onto the first side, this actually has a micro USB, not a mini USB. This is the same sort of connector that you get on a mobile phone. And yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but it almost looks as if it's gold plated. Not that it's going to make much difference on something like this. Then we have the reset button and the micro SD card slot. And unlike the number 11, the micro SD card doesn't actually really stick out of this that much, and you do sort of need a little bit of a nail to get it in and out. That's that. There's nothing really happening on the back or on the side. Then onto the front we've got the camera and the microphone, same as before. Then on the top we've got various buttons. We've only got 2 that actually work. This one turns it on. This time, as you can see, we have like a blue / purple LED. And then this top button up here, we press once to take a photo. No, it's still turning on. One thing I will say is this is a lot slower than the number 11. Right, there we go, that's taken a photo. We can press it many times and take many photos. And then when we press and hold it, the red LED flashes a few times and it's now recording in video mode. I'm still working out how to use this, because I did have it in 720p mode. I've somehow changed it back and I don't know how. So I'm still working things like that out. And then to stop, we just stop it and turn it off. As you'd expect, all very simple, all very straightforward. Does everything you want, basically. Again, we got the fake buttons and the 2 screws on the back holding it all together. And I don't really know what else I can say. Well, let's have a look at the older instructions and see what information we've got here. Again, hopefully you can read all of this. As I said, I did have it recording in 720p, and to be honest, it almost looks like a rehash of the number 4 because of the timestamp. I'll come back to that in a later video. Image scale 4:3, it's also 16:9, and the battery capacity says 260 mAh. The seller actually said it was 550 and said it was good for 4 hours, so that's actually a lie. I mean, I wasn't really expecting that from something so small, but never mind. Then to the sort of front of the booklet, there we go, hopefully you can read this again. Just going over the same sort of features. You've got the indicator light, the mode conversion keys, and the open the key, whatever that means. I assume that's turn it on and off. Then we have the reset button, the mini USB, as I said, it's actually a micro USB, and the actual camera lens itself. Yes, basically what I'm going to do is play with it for a few days, really get to know the features, what it can do and whatnot, and then I'll post like a full video review and a comparison to the number 11 and sort of which one you should buy, really, because they're both very similar in price. As I said, it almost looks like a rehash of the number 4, so it's not looking too good at the moment, but I'll give it a fair chance. I'll do a fair bit of testing. I'll do like an indoor and outdoor comparison and a driving at night comparison and whatnot, just to sort of really put this camera through its paces. So yeah, stay tuned for that.